Hey, welcome to another online golf clinic. I'm Jeff Harrison.
I'm Amy Anderson.
Thanks for joining us. Today, Amy, we have a question about...
Well, we had a question from Cynthia about hitting out of the bunker, and she was talking about how she never knows how fast to swing or how hard to hit the ball to get it to go certain distances, which I thought was interesting.
Well, Cynthia, we're going to help you out because we're going to share a simple little drill with you, and we went ahead and pre-shot a drill for you that you can use, and of course it's something we use every day with our students, and it's very beneficial. So I hope you enjoy that, and we'll be right back.
So the first thing we want to do, and Amy's going to demonstrate this, is we want to establish the fact that you want to make your normal golf swing in this. And when I say normal, we're talking about making sure you're turning, you're cocking your wrist, you're finishing on the other side, and then also making sure you have enough club head speed because of that turn to actually cast some sand out onto the green. If you're not having enough club head speed to cast sand out on the green, the ball's not going to come out. So that's the first thing you want to do, is make sure you have that same swing as if you were on the turf, and then also have enough club head speed that you're casting sand onto the green. The next thing Amy's going to show you is, now that we have that, we want to create some consistent divots so that we can have some consistency in where we hit the ball and how far we hit the ball. If you notice what she's doing, she's laying the rake down, she's establishing a line, getting a straight line on the ground. You can use a golf club or whatever, but just to give you a line. And then what she's going to do, she's going to straddle that, so that that line now represents the middle of her swing. And then she's going to make swings, and the goal is to start making those divots on the left side of that line. So she's going to take the line out, and then everything towards the target. So your right hand or left hand, it makes no difference. Let it be the target side. And what she's doing is she's establishing contact to become consistent. Now you're still making that swing. You're turning, cocking your wrist, turning through, and casting sand onto the green. Now, at this point, if you see your divots inconsistent to that line, way behind the line, it means you've started down with your hands first. You're hitting it way too soon. And you see where Amy's weight is? It's actually on her back foot. All right, so the first thing you want to do is get back to making that swing where you're turning towards a target, which causes your weight to shift. And you can see it moves the line up, or the contact of the line, well forward from where she was hitting before. All right, now if you're swinging and you're actually hitting either no sand or way in front of it, you're probably just sliding and standing up. Sliding, standing up. See, she's not making any divots, and that's when we hit the baby right in the forehead and it hits the top of the bunker and it comes back down to say hello. So what we want to do is we want to, now she's going to rake that up, and as she's doing that, what her goal is now is to start saying, hey, if I'm going to hit some shots out of the bunker, what I want to do is I've established my pace of my swing, the consistency of the contact, and now what she can do is she can actually control her distance by how much sand is between the ball and the club head. So if she puts a ball very close to the line, this means she's going to hit a full shot. Now, speaking of full shots, how hard do you swing? Well, most of us that are in the bunker, we're only swinging at about, 30 to 40% of our normal full swing. We're not fighting the bunker. We realize if we wanted to go farther, we don't swing harder, we just reduce the amount of sand. If we wanted to go shorter, we increase the sand to make exactly the same swing. As long as our contact is in the same place and the ball is just moving, we're putting more or less sand between the club and the ball. And as you can see here, Naomi's hit 3 different shots, and 3 different shots went 3 different distances. She's made exactly the same swing. She hasn't tried to hit it harder or easier. She's just changed the location of the sand. So let's just back up and let's kind of summarize where we're at. She started out by saying, get in the bunker, let's make some normal swings, make good contact with the sand, and have enough club head speed that she can cast sand onto the green. If it's not coming out of the bunker, the ball's not coming out of the bunker. The next thing she did is she just put a ball down, or excuse me, she put a line down, and she started practicing making consistent divots with her club. I mean, let's face it, if your divots are all over the map in relationship to that line, and you're trying to play the ball 2 inches forward or hit ball 2 inches behind it, if your divot is inconsistent, so is your direction and distance control because of the way you contact the sand. So with this, you're going to increase your consistency, you're going to increase your distance control, and also start reducing the time you're in the sand. And we have one rule. And Amy, our rule is, when you're in the bunker, get out the first time. We look forward to hearing back from you and your feedback on this. If you notice again, Amy's making nice full shots. She's not making any really harsh, I'm going to call it violent swings. She's not fighting the sand. She's just making a nice turn and turn, cocking her wrist. Look at the finish, nice and high. All of her weight's on her front foot. When she's done, her target side foot, and she can do this all day long.
Jeff, great drill. Thanks so much for sharing that. Now, Cynthia, now you know it's not how fast you actually swing, it's how much sand you get between the club face and your ball that controls the distance.
Yeah, it's not so hard after all.
No.
Hey, thanks for joining us. We do this every Thursday, and it's, like I said, it's online, it's free, and we answer your questions, and we try to put in the specific drill. And every week, Amy, as you know, we do something on a full swing, something on long game, or excuse me, the short game, to try to help you improve your game. Before we leave, we have something we want to invite you to do. What is that, Amy?
Well, Jeff and I do a series called Etiquette Moments. They're like 30 seconds to 3-minute clips on etiquette for golf. So etiquette, rules, and how to play a little bit faster.
So just sign up, and we'll see you every Thursday right here on the Online Golf Clinic.